Hello, everybody, and welcome. My name's Eric Bird. I'm your host here at StopStrugglingNow.com. And today I have good news for 2020. Two of my favorite primary trade lines, they are now going to be reporting back to two credit bureaus, Experian and Equifax. That is great news, and it's no qualifying, but they will do a hard inquiry. We're going to talk about primary trade lines, so please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. Now, let's get to it. All right, welcome back. Today, we're talking about the primary trade lines, but first, look here, Stop Struggling Now YouTube page. If you haven't subscribed yet, like I mentioned before, please subscribe, please share, and we're approaching 4,000 subscribers, so thank you everybody for your support. I should mention Stop Struggling Now merchandise. You go to StopStrugglingNow.com and you go to the SSN merchandise page, and this is what you see. We're going to have the new shirts coming out in January. Emerging Millionaire is what it's going to say. But on all these shirts right now, free shipping, no tax, one price. You can order different colors if you like. Men's, women V's, hoodies, hard work equals entrepreneur. All those, plus I'll drop a 10% off code, Xmas, X-M-A-S, in all caps. That'll be good until December 31st, along with the free shipping and the no sales tax. And if you want to be flexible about it and you say, hey Eric, I want a men's V-neck, or a lady says, hey, I want a crew neck, shoot me a message when you order. I'll specialty order. If you say, hey, give me a tank top, I'll get you a tank top if you want the motivational sayings. Either way, I'm flexible. That's one of the keys to being in business, is being able to be flexible. A lot of businesses are so big that they can't scale and they can't do flexibility, because when you say, hey, I want to change something, they say, hey, we have an assembly line. We can't just put in different tooling, put in different pieces to the line. So it's going to take us a year or 6 months to revamp it. Or when you have a mold and you say, I want to change the mold, the more flexible you are in business, the more customers you can get. So if anybody wants a specialty type t-shirt or v-necks or tank tops or any different other color that I don't offer, let me know. I'll get you the color. I'll change the t-shirt or the hoodie, however you want. We'll make it happen. So anyhow, up to the primary trade lines. Ox Publishing, Hutton Chase. They are now going to be reporting to Experian and Equifax for all orders starting January 1st, 2020. It's going to go to the first reporting out in the middle of January, and therefore I am very happy to hear this. And again, two trade lines reporting on your credit report, two positive payment histories reporting, and again, we're talking about a $2,500 primary trade line with Ox Publishing and a $1,500 primary trade line with Hutton Chase. This can offset your debt utilization. If you're new here, welcome. And debt utilization is 30% of your credit score. And debt utilization is based on your overall credit obligation. So if you have a $500 credit card, you have a $500 in collection, and you have $250 owed on your credit card, as far as everybody's concerned, you have a $1,000 trade line. I'll use a $1,000 credit card, a $1,000 trade line, and you owe $500 in collection, and you owe $250 on your credit. That means you have $750 against your $1,000 primary trade line, which means 75% debt utilization, which means your credit score is going to be bad, because you have to be at 29% or less with debt utilization to make your score go up. All right, the ideal spot Everybody knows if you've been here with Stop Struggling Now, 9% or less is what you want your debt utilization. Ideally closer to 5%. You don't want to really go to zero because you actually want to pay and show that you pay on time. That's all they really want to see. So 35% of your score is paying on time. That's why if you miss a payment, you could lose a lot of points, such as 70 points, 50 points, 100 points. It's a random kind of thing, but that's a lot of points because you can't build that quickly in most instances. So therefore, what we're going to do here, this offsets your debt utilization. And so if you got a $2,500 primary trade line from Ox Publishing, for instance, and we'll use the same example, now your $1,000 previous credit card plus this $2,500 means it'll show $3,500 in trade lines, and now your debt utilization drops dramatically because it'll still show you only owe $750, and that $750 is going to put you under your 29%. So now starting the following month when you get a payment history, it'll start moving your score up. And in some cases it could be dramatic because if you dropped it down to 10% or under 19%, your score will move up even more. It could jump by 10 points, 15 points, 5 points, 25 points. It all depends on what's going on with your credit score. But these guys are going to be reporting, Ox Publishing, Hutton Chase, again, to Experian and Equifax. There is one new thing because of so much fraud going on and people trying to use CPNs and do all this crazy stuff. They're going to do hard inquiries starting January 1st. So that is now a thing for them. Even though everybody pretty much will still qualify apparently, but they're still going to do a hard inquiry to make sure you're you. And with Ox Publishing, let me go show you what you can order. Basically some books or CDs, things like that. So if you're going to order something, you may not need it, but you might as well get to the business books or self-help books or any other book that could help you out in whatever endeavors you're trying to do, businesses you might be interested in. You might as well order it from them. Why not? Now, the other thing about when you're applying for credit with Ox Publishing, they will call you after you order. So you're going to put down 50%, and then you're going to pay roughly $25 or $30 per month. But they will call you in 3 to 4 days, because normally, let's say you order January 5th. Then they're going to report it. Their first report date for your payment history is going to be in February. But they'll call you up and say, hey, do you want to already make your February payment, and we'll report in the month of January. So this is how fast you can actually boost your credit score up or start rebuilding your credit, is in a matter of weeks, not months. So Ox Publishing and Hutton Chase are sister companies, or they're with the same parent company, I should say. So therefore, both of them will call you up and say, hey, do you want us to do this? Hutton Chase, on the other hand, instead of $2,500 primary trade line, theirs is $1,500. So combined, if you got both of them, that's $4,000 of primary trade lines. You'll add 2 payment histories on your credit file, which actually helps you out because, again, payment history is 35% of your score. Debt utilization is 30, so you're at 65%. And then when you go from there and you say, okay, age, the more payments you have, the more age you'll get. So if you get 1 year out, that'll be you have 1 year age. That means 1 year of on-time payments, which is helpful for a lot of people who have bad credit. That's how you rebuild credit. In fact, if you have good credit, that can help you out. So these are the kind of things that you need to think about. And again, you put down 50%, and once you finish your commitment, it could be 4 months, it could be 5 months, it could be 6 months. It depends on how much you order, and then you put down 50%. They will, at the end of your payment, call you up and say, hey, do you want to re-up, meaning order something else? They will increase your credit line. So on your credit report, instead of it showing $1,500 in the case of Hutton Chase, it might show $2,000 now. Also, if you don't want to order anything else, they have this other program where if you just want them to keep reporting, then they charge you like $20 a month. These are all the things that can help boost, rebuild a person's credit score quickly. Primary trade lines is under your social security number on your credit report on your credit file. They do not send you a credit card, so you cannot use this trade line anywhere else. You can only use it on Hutton Chase or Ox Publishing, because a lot of people ask me about that. If you need to boost your credit score any other way, I do have authorized user trade lines. If anybody needs to reach me, you can reach me at eric@stopstrugglingnow.com. And authorized user trade lines is if I have a credit card, and let's just use an example, $10,000 credit card, and it's 5 years old, and you say I want an AU trade line, then I add your name, and it reports on your credit file, and it'll show a $10,000 primary trade line or an AU trade line, but it'll show as like it's your own, and then it'll say 5 years of payment history, which is 60 payments of on time. That will boost your credit score up in a matter of soon as it posts to your credit score or to your credit file. That is literally the quickest way you can boost your credit score up, is with an authorized user trade line. But again, you will not have access to the AU trade line. You will not have access to the credit card. All it's doing is reporting on your credit report, and it's going to report there for 3 to 4 months. That's it. That's all we're going to guarantee, 3 to 4 months. So that's all we have today. It's going to be short and sweet. So please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. And you know it's hard out here. Hopefully, after Christmas, some of you have watched this video and you didn't go and break the bank. You didn't break yourself. You didn't use up all your credit and try and get gifts underneath a Christmas tree for temporary pleasure. And if you did do something like that, hopefully it was something that you invested in whoever you were giving gifts to or presents to. Because with today's interest rates in double digits, 15%, 20%, 25%, some even higher, you don't want to be caught having to try and pay that off, or like 50 or 40% of the population says, well, I'll wait till I get my tax return because I'm going to turn in my taxes and do TurboTax and all that stuff. I'll get my taxes back in the next 30 to 45 days and then I'll pay it off. Why do that? You could have used that money to invest in yourself, to improve yourself, improve loved ones, help out other people. Don't fall for the manufactured holiday trick to break you. With all that said, keep your head up, keep moving, and I'm out.